long time.
I'll record
But,
your testimony because I love to hear you. Yeah.
oh, sure. So I was in the corporate world a long time. And, after a certain point, things just weren't working out. I couldn't do what I was doing. So I said, okay, let me venture into the, doing something more entrepreneurial. So I did. And I flopped, and that's okay. Quite a few times. A sales consultant at different companies, an Affleck agent, a few different network marketing companies. And so anyhow, I got into writing the book, had the book published. And okay, now it's getting the website done. So I hired someone to get the website done, book published. Now it's like online. Okay. So I'm in Facebook groups and I'm thinking, okay, well, different groups have different days where you post. Before I had my website finished, I have a business email. So I put that and whatever, the content for, each different day. And I'm saying, okay, I'll, sooner or later, I'll, stumble on, some people that will be interested. And after a couple of months, I'm like, it's just not going the way I want it to go. Mm-hmm. So then I worked with Elona, and oh my God, what a completely different route.
So I guess, Corey, just like to keep the conversation like organized and like, so your gap was that you tried some things on your own and you're like, it's not working. You're not finding the people that you wanted to help, right? So that was the pain point, looking for people to help, which is clients. Yeah. Yes. So that's kind of where that journey started. So we started working together. And what are some of the gaps that you realized that you had to fill, I guess, to learn, what else was needed to get to your end result?
Sure. The right branding, the right messaging. You also helped me with my launching a podcast and a YouTube channel, mm-hmm. which I, didn't know, had no idea beforehand. Building an email list. It's just been great. Everything, it's more of what it should be. I feel more, you help me with the putting the right kind of content. Just everything just kind of connected.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been a pleasure. But that was some of the things that we have worked on I think we're in our second 6 months, right? Because you guys were here my offer too. I usually start people with 6 months because I find that is a good time to provide a proper transformation based on the implementation, because obviously everyone's in a different journey and all of that. And what's the point of rushing this? Because I always say that once you learn these things, like now you can't unlearn it. Like, you have the knowledge now, you have the skills.
Right.
So exactly, even for anything else that you do, these are the things that you need to do. But that was the best, the thing. We started with your vision, what you wanted to accomplish, who you wanted to help, restructure your program, right, for optimal results. And then the messaging, which is so crucial, like what problem you solve, what are the topics you want to teach on, the brand pillars I talked about on day 2, right? What are those 4 legs that you always want to stay around? And then your content strategy, your visibility, how to grow your audience, right? How to bring the right people, who are the right people that you're looking for to help, how to, invite strategic partnerships and things like that, and how to increase your brand awareness and your visibility through the podcast, through your book, how to utilize all these other things that you had already built. And some of them are new things that you are building, right, to all serve that vision mission that you have to help people with their health goals. And what is your service statement? Because I love your service statement. What is it that you do?
Oh, sure. I help women entrepreneurs struggling to lose weight, re-energize, revitalize, and restore their health so they could look younger and increase their vitality. Great service statement. I love it.
Yeah, clear. I think it's clear. I know you've gotten really good feedback, and I guess, everyone else can give you good feedback on that, where it's clear, because clarity is power. People only have a certain amount of time, right? So your message has to be very clear, to the point. What is it that you help people do and how? And what are the results, right? That fast. Otherwise, you attract the wrong type of people towards you. And I know the journey continues. I know you are building You are very intentively and purposely working on building genuine connections. Every time we meet, I know I always ask you, like, how many connections did you make this week? Because we know that's the name of the game. And
Yes.
we know that, it's always about the conversations and connections that you are having. So now you are even inviting other people to your podcast. So you are creating what I will talk about on Monday, systems in your business, slowly, and touch points in your business, in your marketing, so that you can always bring in the right people, nurture them the right way, and then sell them at a higher level through service as well.
Yes.
Just make sure all these things are operating really well in your business as well. What about some challenges if you've had? I mean, yeah, I know it's a lot of great help, and I've been amazing, but I always want to hear too, like, about some challenges that you've had on the journey, some things that you had to overcome, even just working together, because I always say it's never a linear process. There's some days that you kind of just go through ups and downs. So what is something that you feel another entrepreneur needs to hear based on your experience?
Sure. I know from the past, and what I've read in the groups, Facebook groups and stuff, and for some reason myself too, I had this fear of doing a live video, and I just don't know. I think more things are built up in your head. It's just, and you helped me, you brought that out to me, doing videos. It's just like you'd speak to a friend and speak from your heart. So there's no, the fear just dissipated. There's nothing, just speaking on what you love, what you like, your connections. So that was a big challenge. And now it just comes very natural to me.
And I love to hear that. That was why that made my day, because it's natural to me. It's kind of what I want to hear. That's like a mission, to make sure these things are so natural that, again, that's why I say make sure you build a business aligned with you, because it has to be aligned so that you can be in this for the long term, right? And just the fact that you said that's really, really cool. I think we're still in our goal to get our first client, but you are very, very close. How do you feel about that? I know we're still working together to build the momentum, to continue the consistency, right? Because these things do take time, which is why I say at the beginning, I don't promise anything that is not true. I already know to build these things takes time. To build a podcast audience takes time. To ensure that your content messaging is clear and you are reaching the right people and all that, these things take time. Nothing is done overnight, right? So where are you with that? Because I know we are continuing to work together, but how do you feel? Do you feel a step closer to getting your ultimate result? And I always say serving that for your first couple of clients and at the highest level that you want to?
Yes, because you helped me so much laying the groundwork. And that takes a while. You just, like myself included, I thought at first with going online, I was doing a lot of group activities where they'd say, okay, download my whatever and reach more clients this way and that way, whatever. But you have to, take a while, and that's fine. You just don't want it. You can't do something overnight. It just takes that long time to to plant all the seeds.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if you're going to be in this for the long run, this is the kind of message that I want to deliver in this online world, that there's no overnight. It's all about your personal transformation. How do you feel about your personal transformation? I always think that's a really cool thing, because that's always connected to the business growth anyway. So how do you feel about you personally building resilience, skills, confidence, knowing that you're doing the right thing and you're working on the right priorities, which are going to take you to that ultimate result that you're looking for?
I love it, because I'm finally doing something I like. And in the past, I haven't, with different types of jobs I had. I just did it for a job, just get up, go to work, get the paycheck. And I never liked them. So now I'm doing something that I love. and that I have a lot of passion for.
Mm. Well, thank you, Corey. I appreciate you sharing your experience with everyone here, and also everyone that will listen to this recording as well. But yeah, this is why I do what I do, to empower people to work on their passion and purpose. And purpose-driven entrepreneurs, I always say, will change the world, because we're in this for the right reason. We're in this for the impact, and we just need the income to just make it all happen. So
Right.
thank you so much. Thank you for everything you shared.